Today's focus is going to be adding mixed numbers. This will be the first topic in Unit 4. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to find the sum of two mixed numbers when combined. You'll know you have it when you correctly follow the steps and find the sum of the equation. Vocabulary that you will need to know for this topic is first a mixed number. What is a mixed number? Well, it's a number that has an integer and a proper fraction. So an integer is going to be a whole. For example, if I have 2 wholes and 1 half. The big number is my integer and the 1 half is my proper fraction. A mixed number has both a whole and a portion of a whole. An improper fraction, a fraction where the numerator is larger than the denominator. For example, if I have 18 over 12, my numerator is larger than my denominator. And then finally, simplifying, reducing a fraction into a simpler form. A lot of times we will have to simplify an improper fraction into a mixed number. Our anchor chart is going to tell us the steps on how to add mixed numbers. So we can see right here, first it says step 1, write vertically. 2, add mixed numbers. 3, if needed, change improper fractions to a mixed number. 4, then add whole number to new mixed number. 5, if needed, divide to find an equivalent fraction. So let's talk about these steps and what that means. You can see here, I was given 2 mixed numbers, 3 and 4/6 plus 4 and 5/6. I'm going to stack them vertically. That means on top of each other, to where the whole integers are on top of each other and the fractions are on top of each other. First, I'm going to add my whole numbers. 4 plus 3 is 7. Then I look at my fractions. If my denominator is the same, all I need to do is add my numerator. However, if they are not the same, remember, if I'm going to add fractions, I have to find a common denominator. Once I find that common denominator, we can add our numerators to get our new fraction. Here, since it shows the same denominator, I'm just going to add my numerators. 4 plus 5 is 9. So my fraction is 9/6. The sum of these two mixed numbers is 7 and 9/6. However, because 9/6 is an improper fraction, that means the denominator is larger than the numerator, or the numerator is larger than the denominator, I need to simplify that into a whole and a fraction. I know that 6/6 is equal to 1 whole. So I'm going to pull 6 out of 9/6, okay? I know that that's going to leave me with 3 left over. So 1 and 3/6 is the mixed number that represents 9/6. Once I have that pulled out, then I'm going to add it to my mixed number integer. So now I have 7 plus 1 and 3/6. I'm going to add my two integers, 7 plus 1, and my fraction stays over here on the side. Becomes 8 and 3/6. However, I know that 6 is divisible by 3. So I can, or they have a factor in common, so I can divide and create 1/2. So let's go ahead and let's give it a go. Our example is 2 1/4 plus 3 1/3. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to find the least common multiple in my denominators since they are different. 4 and 3, I need to change those into my equivalent fractions with my least common multiples before I start stacking them. That's what I prefer to do because it gets all the fraction work out of the way. So what I can do is I can multiply that 4 by a 3 and that 3 by the 4. Remember, whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top. So now I'm going to write my equivalent fractions, 2 and 3 12ths plus 3 and 4 12ths, because 1 times 4 is 4, 3 times 4 is 12. So now I have my new mixed numbers with my common denominators. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stack those together, 2 and 3 over 12 and 3 plus 4 over 12. Add those. Let me go ahead and add my integers. 3 plus 2 is 5. Then I'm going to add my numerators. 3 plus 4 is 7. And my denominator stays the same. Remember, my denominator never changes. I need to think, can I simplify 7 and 12? Do they have any multiples in common? Or can they be divided by the same number to simplify them? Well, no, they cannot. So therefore, that fraction is as simple as it can get, leaving the sum of my two mixed numbers as 5 and 7 12ths. Continue on for more practice adding mixed numbers.